Sup, world? I am coming to you live to present Grandpa's Revenge Expose Self-Interview. Give it up for the man himself. All right, I got a couple questions for you today. Don't mind me asking. I hope you don't mind me asking, dude. You know, why would I mind you asking me questions? You know, so yeah, whenever you're ready to get into it, we'll get into it and start from there. Okay. First off, I want to say thank you for coming here, man. Having you here, looking rather, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing, bro. Like, bro, thank you so much. Who am I? Who are you? It's multiple aliases. Many people may know me as Dom, Dominique, Nico, More Levy. I got what? I got Fatty Meat Patty. I got Grandpa's Revenge. I got Tiffany Denim, Dom Trajan. I got a couple titles to it, you know, but as far as who I am inside, you know, I do a few things as a craftsman, as a human, when it comes to design and mapping out ideas. I lie on the art side of things, you know, with the choices I've chosen, because you look at my collection of like documentation, you just see me doing things that are creative. So I would say I'm a creative, I'm a craftsman, you know. That's who I am and where I'm at. Man, I'm in Houston, Texas, 33rd, you know. Been here most of my life. I've been in other places, and the point of me saying where I'm from and where I'm going is just to say, hey, this is real. I'm really discovering and finding new ways of the world to enjoy. And boy, oh boy, so many interests of mine that I just had to put it out on the line, you know, to what I'm working on. What I'm working on, you know, to me is very vast. To you, may be very little to none. But hey, I might be what's left of what's last. So what I'm working on, I got a little idea going on inside of my head. And man, it's a trifecta. We have Magenta, the movie. We have Dom Trajan, Capsule Collection. And we have Say My Name, the compilation. It's not an album. Shout out Knowledge. He gave me the inspiration to label it as a compilation. And I'd say, hey, this is an album. Because, you know, to you music lovers, I love you. And I don't want to have you all like, this isn't music. You know, so, you know, it is what it is. But those are the three main projects that I'm working on. I have some more things I'm working on, but, you know, to put it briefly, that's what matters to me as a individual, you know, inside of me. When I'm talking to self, the reason why I'm talking to myself, you might ask, like, why am I talking to myself? The reason why is to, you know, DIY, do it yourself. A lot of experiences of minds of me, like, getting into different industries is me being interested and not having access, not having the resources to someone who's in that shit to be like, yo, this is what it's about. And this is me getting my feet wet, naturally just going into it and saying, hey, I tried it out. I actually like went inside the field. Fuck cowards. I'm sorry. I should limit all profanity. This is PR. Well, what's your idea on quality? What do you define quality as? I define quality as something valuable, something that has beauty, some type of captivating feature that just makes you like feel so much awe. And I know I articulate my words in a very Yimi-ish way. It's like Dominese, it's my own language. So that's what I think quality is, because I to some degree, it's like I value how I speak, and I know it's people on the other side that may not understand it or may not value it, but I know that having that result gives me the result that someone will, because I like it, and like there's more people out there that's probably like me, and that's my idea of quality. Is discovery, it's expression, it's going out there, go for it, dude. If you out there and you're not doing what you want to go out there for, this is me breaking the fourth wall and say go out there and do that shit. Which leads me, man, it's so funny, because I was wondering, what direction do you believe that you're going? With all these projects on the table, I know you started school. You finished your first semester. Congratulations to that, of pattern making. That's dope, bro. Congrats to that shit, man. Stay in school, bro. I admire you for getting back into it. It's the how. Like, not too many people know I was really in a bad place, mentally, physically, whatever you want to call it, and previous, April, May, June, just wasn't really all fully developed. And that's really a bad description to put it mildly, to put it very mildly. I can definitely say that I just wasn't going outside and putting on and putting out and doing the stuff that I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that's happening right now. Well, the thing is, though, I got to give myself credit, because I was doing some things that just wasn't fully showcased or presented in a way that I ideally wanted it to be. But it's got this idea out to where we're having this interaction right now, bro. This engagement is key, bro. This access, this is going to get us in, get us through, get us out, get us up, get us, fuck it, any direction you want to go, bro. North, west, south, east, west. You know what I'm saying? Put me on a sandwich, bro. Put me on a flat. Put me on your t-shirt, bro. Dom Trejon. At Dom Trejon this. At Dom Trejon this. I bet you won't. To be honest, I bet you won't. And not to get too ahead of myself, I do always come back to the question of, how will I serve my people? How will I add value and service to the people around me, and not just be in this self-serving industry? I think of art as kind of self-serving at times, but everything is art. So it's really dependent on your mindset, so I don't want to throw, loop-de-loop, but definitely I wonder, because it might even go beyond people. It might definitely, it definitely matters to influence, impact the people. But I'm learning more about spiritual, religious things, to where I'm just researching. I'm a nerd, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm using everything against me for me. So to answer the question, how will I serve my people? I'm just researching. I'm learning as much as I can to be like, yo, stack up on your resources. Man, teach me how to do this. Teach me how to do that. Shout out my everybody. Shout out my everybody. That's nice, man. It's something, you're young, you're getting old, so you'll find out your way. You don't gotta have all the answers, as long as you have questions. Keep asking questions. Keep asking those questions, Dom. That's good, man. Earlier, you referred to yourself as a nerd. You called yourself a nerd, and I was just wondering, like, what are you seeking as a nerd? What is some information out there that you're like, let me go out there and research it? Oh man. Um man, I love equipment. I'm always looking for ways to expand, express, or experience something, so really whatever I'm interested in the current moment, I base my research on my thoughts. So how to get this camera working, or this color, this sound. It's very sensory based, I'm just based off in the moment, in the now. However I'm currently feeling, I go in and I do it. I just go on the computer and, I'll put a thought in, idea. I don't know what, man, that's something a solution seeker would find out. That's my energy. It's like, hey, look at me. This is a problem. All right, I'm the solution. Well, I wanna help be that at times. I'm not always gonna be the solution, but 9 times out of 10, I'm seeking solutions. What does freedom look like? Free me looks like a skin or spirit. No, to be very precise, freedom. Freedom. It looks like organic, pure expressions and excellence. How do you feel about media? It's very selective. It's not natural. At times it is natural. You can only see so much of what they expose, so it's all about, did you get the full story, or what's really the truth? And, it's like you see bits and parts of things, and it's even with this interview, you're only seeing bits and parts of this thing. And, with that, parts of it I love and parts of it I hate. At times it depends on who's telling the story. And then, how I feel about media. I mean, my first photo ever as a human, I love it. I just love documentation. I love the fact that I can go out and put some in a collection. I like the word gallery. You think about department, you think about all of these interesting words, then they just create industries, and it's just a unison of respect and appreciation when it comes to media. When I really talk about the love of it, because it's like, bro, let's go out and document, bro. Let's go out there and record. Let's go, like me and, all my friends. Shout out Vanish to Prezo to, Isaac to Trey. Anybody that's ever taken a photo of me, I love you, And to even take it up further, anyone that's taking a video of me to where you see motion of me moving, man, that right there, that's my orgasm. That's my apple juice. I sip it and I get turned, dog. And it just so interesting, because how I literally, like, earlier this year, beginning of MTN.VW 22, I was going through the physical photos my mom had in the back room, and I was just like holding my baby photos, just like, yo, I can touch this, I can look at this. I laid them all out on the table, took a photo of it, I was like, yeah, this is me. And since y'all did this for me, I'm gonna keep doing this for y'all. So that's kind of my approach to it now, bro. That's how I feel about media. I believe my actual first attempt in being creative, I was in 6th grade looking at all the To Be Honest posts with your Mickey Mouse head over a human body, with the TBH, or like the Bart Simpson with the TBH, and just random stuff, bro. It used to probably just be like an iPhone and a girl with her nails done, TBH, still our posts at. So that's kind of like my inspo right now. I'm in that zone of when I first got introduced to the media. Oh, bro, I'm running with it. I was in journalism, ending up in journalism in probably 7th or 8th. I don't remember the actual grade it was in. I only took like a semester of it. But essentially, that's why I feel the way I feel about it, because I started being interested. well, I noticed I was interested in a young age, so I went on a beach retreat with the church I grew up with, Shout Out Awakenings movement, and they had cameras on deck, and I was able to utilize it. I just had a camera that they provided. It was taking photos of the whole experience, and they loved it, that I loved it. And so they ended up putting money together, the church, my mom, her mom, and like, boom, I have a Canon Rebel T4, and it's still to this day. And I'm teaching my little brother how to shoot on it, so you see me and my little brother earlier this year doing work together, and it's beautiful, bro, because it's just like, yeah, man, I want to teach you things, so it all ties in together. So like, that's why I'm spending more time talking about media, because this is what this is about, bro. It's about media, me idea. I was like 11 or 12 at the time. Ended up getting a artist residency within the church. Like every Sunday, they would have like an artist pull up, showcase some work, and these are like actual artists, and I'm just a kid, soaking it in and being interested in, and they seeing the joy and the love in it. Like what I said, I was 11 or 12, and it just kept maturing and manifesting as it should. I rock with that. That's raw. That's organic. That's smackdown. Speaking of, #Gimme. What are your memories of tomorrow? What tomorrow? Life ain't easy. I'm on. Yes, I miss my youth. It all started with that word first. I was just like, Yimmy. I was like, this sounds nice. I like how this sounds. I just come up with weird letters at times, or I like weird letters that are put together that say things. So I'm like, yeah, it was more so just like an idea of me liking the word. Kind of like how I just like magenta. It's like randomly just started liking magenta. It's not really random, but it's just like, it's a calling that I heard towards this subject, So when it came towards, explaining or discovering what that is, I was like, all right, I'm going to make it an acronym and see what it means. And yes, I miss my youth. It all ties back to me feeling what's most organic about people is their middle school state. It's just like my mindset on middle schoolers. I feel like they're very conscious for the first time, and you can see that. And with me saying that they're conscious for the first time, bro, soak that in, digest what that means. To go back to how you were in middle school and see like, it's the first time you ever picked up a camera, the first time you ever picked up a basketball, first time you ever picked up a script, the first time you ever picked up a whatever. You really start moving around on your own for the first time, and it's just like, shout out middle school me, because it laid foundation to where I'm at now. And that's kind of where I said, yes, I miss my youth. It was certain things going on during those time periods to where I wish I had access of. Like I said, those To Be Honest photos, I basically started making my own. Like I got into graphic design as a middle schooler and just had like a catalog of edits with like Disney or Nickelodeon characters on my selfies, and I'll post it with a watermark, and I'm like, boom, I actually had like some shit booming off. Go to the library, and it's like, voila, magic. You know what I'm saying? I actually make some. I used to actually have like, people interested in this shit I was doing then. So like I'm saying, it's just foundation to keep going. Just keep going. That's what I'm saying. Yes, I miss my youth. My memories of tomorrow, I really love my family. So anything involving family, involving youth, I love it. That's my memory. You don't have to get all introspective for me. What is public relations media broadcast? That's what this is. I need PR. I'm really just being strategic, bro. Like I'm just laying out ideas and saying, okay, I want to be there. How do I get there? I'm going to get there by saying this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. It's kind of like, it's like my personal how-to or how did, did ass, Dom Trajan or whatever fucking alias you know me as, you know. It's really just to shed light on conversations that I think are important, ideas I think are important. And I'm like, okay, if I don't have PR, I know that I haven't put out enough product, but I know that I am working on the product. I don't have the team. I don't have a booking agent. It's like stuff I don't have that I was like, okay, I'm going to just do it myself, you know. And I think it's fun. It looks cool. I'm doing a great job until I have more people that, you know, want to fulfill the roles that I'm fulfilling. I'm having a fun time doing it. Can you explain your process? I wake up and I work on whatever I can work on within the 24 hours that everybody else has. Man, that's some very, very good perspective that you added. You know, now I know a bit more. You know a bit more. They know a bit more. You know, so I just want to say thank you for coming onto this as the first person, season 2, episode 1. However you want to title, label it. You know, any last words for you, Grandpa, or Don? What do you want to be called? Or Mr. I need more. Mr. We can call me Magenta until the movie drop. You know, call me Dom Trajan to the collection drop. Call me, say my name. I mean, just say my name. I mean, literally, you know, if you're out there and you know you're out there, stay out there. Keep grinding, keep working. You know, I'm reaching out to all fellow humans that are teaching and that are learning and that we can just develop together. And, man, I want this to be 22. So I'm going to just, like, you know, BS on some PR shit and say, this is brought to you by a MTN.VW22 public relations media broadcast production